All right, so the party finds themselves now back in Phandalin. And where are you guys heading?
Probably sister. Well, it's still early in the day yet, right?
It's like early afternoon, yeah.
Yeah. So probably head to Goreli's with the body of our friend. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
All right, so you all head over to Sister Goreli's. I'll just use Sildar as a... All right, so you all kind of enter into the shrine. You walk through the door with Gundren on the makeshift carrying plank, for lack of a better word. So you come through and you all kind of look somber, and Sister Goreli kind of looks up from what she was doing, and she sees you coming in and sees a look on your faces, and she says, "Oh my, what happened?"
We went to save him, but Gundren fell during the battle.
Gundren Rockseeker?
Aye.
Oh no.
We thought maybe you could do something for him if I didn't know if you've got the ability to call back the dead, but if not, if you could at least keep him interred until we can get him back to his family and his clan.
Yes, by all means. I don't, unfortunately, I don't have the skills to be able to raise dead. I'm so sorry that I can't do that. But I can.
You've nothing to apologize for. I've not got the strength myself.
What was the spell that you were looking at last session?
Gentle repose. I don't even know.
Gentle
if it's in this
repose.
game,
So she says that she might be able to do something to help with that, with help with preserving Gundren's body. Why would you want to preserve it? Should we not bury him?
It's up to his clan to see to his funerary rites. It would be improper just to bury him in foreign soil.
She nods.
If
yes.
perhaps we could find his brothers, they may have funerary rites that they would prefer, but until then...
Yes, I agree. That sounds like the best, the most prudent way of proceeding. So she does indicate that she might know a spell that she can use. She would have to channel Tymora, and she needs some time to think about that. She asks if she can have some time to pray to Tymora, and maybe you can certainly leave Gundren here. And she indicates a place by the altar, and asks how long you think it will be needed.
I don't have an estimate on that. We would have to be able to find the brothers before we can do anything.
Okay. If you wouldn't mind, if I could have some time to pray and reach out to my goddess, perhaps she can grant me the luck to fulfill the need that you have. It may take some time. Could you maybe come back later in the day?
Absolutely, take all the time that you need.
Okay, thank you. I'm very sorry about Gundren. I know he was... some of the people in town have known him. His death will definitely hit some hard.
He died a brave dwarf. It's the best that any of us could ask for.
And she nods with a smile. Indeed. So she turns away and starts to move some things around, grab some candles and just kind of set things up for her to be able to reach out to Tymora. And that's where her focus is. Gundren is he's resting off to the side of the altar, waiting for her to be able to figure out how she's gonna preserve Gundren. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah, leave her to it and go get something to eat at the Stonehill.
Alright.
Me too.
Alright, so everybody goes to the inn. Oh, that's Ahlen. Alright, so you all enter the inn. As you've been traveling through the day, you've been reflecting on the experiences of the past couple of days at the castle, and you realize that the battle has kind of given you more of an edge, and with the experience that you've gained from that, you all feel that you have improved your abilities in some fashion. So you go to the inn, and you all kind of have a feeling that you probably should spend some time to hone those skills and reinforce what you experienced during the battle, so that you can level up.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you're all at the inn, grabbing some food. What would you like to do?
Duradin is going to order a round of drinks for everyone in the party, and perform sort of an old dwarven funerary rite for mainly meant for past soldiers who had fallen in battle, but he feels that Gundren was worthy of it. It's basically just him singing in Dwarven, since no one else can. I don't think anyone else speaks Dwarf, do they?
I don't know. Does anybody speak
Not
Dwarf?
I.
Nope.
Alright,
So
Sildar
he
does
raises
that.
the and sings like a Dwarven funerary song for him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Archon speaks Dwarven.
The song is basically just asking Morden to take back, his child to the forge and reforge them into something newer and greater, and etc.
Okay. Archon kind of watches on, and nods at the show of respect.
So do I, as I speak Dwarvish as well.
Very good. You know what? Also, take an inspiration die.
Awesome. So yeah, at the end of the song, he raises the drink and says, "To Gundren Rockhammer," and throws it back.
Mikashi throws his back as well at the same time.
Archon raises his glass and I don't believe he drinks any of it.
Same with Erod.
Ahlen drinks his, and he drinks Archon's as well, and he gets really drunk because he's a lightweight.
All right. Okay, so everybody's toasted to Gundren. It's probably about, let's say, 2:30ish, somewhere that time of the afternoon. What are you guys doing now?
Should we skip to the evening, or did you guys want to do something before?
We need to do our level up.
Yeah, that would be skipping to the evening, right?
Well,
Or,
I mean,
I don't know how you want to do that. Are we doing it now? The leveling up?
If
stuff?
you want, just if we're gonna do that, then I would have everybody kind of describe how they're leveling up, like
That
what
sounds
they're going
fair.
through, what they're picking up, what skills they're grabbing, what changes they're making, and then we would go to evening.
Okay.
So who wants to start?
Might as well go in alphabetical order then. We'll start with Ahlen.
Alrighty. So he does his usual shtick, which is locking himself in a room. At one point, he plays a little prank on Mikashi. He becomes invisible and he sneaks up on Mikashi. Maybe I should roll a check or something to see if I
Yeah,
can
roll
use
that.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna try to sneak up on Mikashi invisible. Stealth.
Passive perception, 14.
Haha. And he's gonna reach around behind Mikashi and pick his nose a little bit, and then tee-hee and run away.
The tee gets
And then
I think the inn is haunted.
and then he's gonna head over to Sister Rirali and or Sister Rirali's shrine over there and pray to Tymora because he has adopted Tymora as his god. He's going to worship her, and Tymora is she, right? I don't know. Let's say it's a she.
It's Tymora. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Tymora, in her divine grace and generosity, has granted him unusually good luck. The spells I took were invisibility and absorb elements, which is a reaction that I can do if I take some elemental damage to make me resistant to it.
Cool. All right. So as you walk into the shrine, Sister Rirali is in the middle of her prayers and sees you, and just kind of does a quick glance. She does sense that you kind of approach the altar, and she sees you bend down to pray. And are you praying out loud or?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But I'm definitely praying.
Okay, so she sees you and just kind of makes eye contact, nods, and then returns back to what she was doing. Cool, very good. Archon, I'm gonna skip Archon because I don't want to. I'm not gonna level him up. I'll let him do that. ABCD, Duradin.
Alright, Duradin is going to go off on his own and set up, I don't know, some sort of little makeshift shrine to pray to Clangeddon. And he's going to beseech him for guidance in that while he has been able to bring the words of Clangeddon and the Dwarven gods to the people, they don't need a preacher, they need someone to defend them, and he's going to beseech Clangeddon for the strength of arm and the guidance of his weapons to defend the weak and those who need it most, and to crush evil in its den. And as he prays, he's going to feel that inspiration. And while he doesn't gain any, no new holy powers granted to him, he feels a sort of martial strength flow into his body, and he feels a sense of purpose as he picks up his new sword, and that he is going to bring the word of Clangeddon in a much more visceral manner in the future. And he's going to spend what time he has alone going through his, his martial stances and, praying in Dwarven as he swings his sword and girds himself for the future battles to come.
Nice.
And he's going to take a level of Paladin. And due to all the swinging he's done with his hammers and toting around all that heavy armor, his strength has noticeably increased. He's a rather ripped dwarf now.
If there was such a thing.
He's ripped for a dwarf. It just means his beer belly's got, definition.
Alright. So you took a level of Paladin and 2 strength?
Correct, which raises my strength to 14.
Alright. Do you get any new spells or anything?
I don't. I don't get spellcasting as a Paladin until Paladin 2, so...
Okay.
I don't gain much this level, except for Lay on Hands and Divine Sense, which I think I already have.
We can still put points into our ability mods.
Actually, Rirali is right. You don't get a ability modifier if you multi-class. You have to get to 4th level in your class.
Oh, that's
Right.
right. That's right.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
I thought
the
it's
character level. It's not the overall character level that allows you to put to increase your ability points. It's when you look at the table for the class. When you get to that level in the class, that's when you're able to do the ability score increase.
Dumb. Well, I guess I'm not taking a level of Paladin, then I just wasted all my time. Alright, so just ignore all that then. God, 5th edition is kind of lame like that.
Well, you can still have the intention to do all that. So you get +2 strength then is what it ends up with?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get a couple new spell slots. I don't get any new spells.
Okay. All right. Erod.
Can you come back to me?
I can. Mikashi.
So Mikashi goes back out to the woods by the farm out east, and he sits in a lotus position, meditating for maybe a good half hour, close to an hour, and with his eyes closed. And when he opens them again, his pupils have completely dilated to where it looks like his eyes are almost totally black orbs. And he gets up to his feet and goes over to the hideout under Tressendor Manor, and he kind of finds a spot where there aren't any, well, I assume all the torches, since nobody's in there anymore. It's completely pitch black, but he's still able to see within the darkness. And he kind of uses his spiritual inner energy to use that darkness and draw it into himself in a kind of like a smoky essence. And he begins doing some more shadow boxing and parkour jumps throughout the place, just general acrobatic training, and very stealthily, like without sound. Like if anybody else was in there, they would need a pretty high perception check to see that he was doing his exercises. And by the time he leaves, it's getting close to dusk, and his eyes return to normal, and he's very tired and goes towards the inn to rest. For the
Mikashi,
evening.
have you ever seen the movie Footloose?
He has not seen a movie.
I'm kind of imagining that scene from Footloose.
I see what you did there.
I keep thinking Ocean's 13 or whatever it was with the French guy. Cool. What skills or what additional abilities did you pick up?
I can now deflect missiles, which
nice.
if somebody shoots an arrow at me, I can either mitigate the damage or completely negate it and catch the arrow and spend a chi point to fling it back at them if I want to. I also acquired Shadow Arts, which allows me to, if I spend 2 chi points, can cast Darkness, Dark Vision, Pass Without a Trace, or Silence, and I gain Minor Illusion as a cantrip.
Cool. All right. Rirali.
I just asked Shoulder to go out and practice with me, and I tell him that I want to practice hitting things that are running away from me. So that's what we do for the afternoon. And I pick up Sentinel as a feat, which allows me to hit anybody running away from me almost always, as long as they're in reach.
So even if they disengage?
I can always hit them.
Wow, nice.
And that's it.
Okay. No ability increases?
Nope.
All right. Oh, Sentinel, that's like a feat, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Cool. Erod.
So he hears Duradin doing his crunches, so he intensifies his crunches.
It's a crunch off.
Crunch intensifies. And gains a couple of new spells, which will be known at a later point in time.
Okay.
And, kind of able to use more spells and just wreak havoc and just be all around awesome some more. Now there's a question. It says I get an ability score improvement.
Yeah, so you have 2 points that you can put to any ability, strength, intel, all those ones. You can either put both into one, or you can put one into 2 different ones, but you can't go above 20.
Oh, okay.
The standard move would be 2 points to intelligence for a wizard.
Yeah, usually what they recommend is to go with whatever your spellcasting ability is.
So how do you update this?
Just on your character sheet. Oh, you just, I think you just click on the...
You should be able to go to character sheet to the core tab and change the number.
So I changed the number in the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is done.
Cool. And then everybody, you also get you can roll an additional hit die so that you can get your hit points. And just a refresher, if you do roll a 1, you can take the average.
I'm just going to take the average.
Okay.
Don't forget to update your hit die. You gain one more. You gain 1 per level.
Right. And for rogues, or not rogues, but monks, you get an additional chi.
Yep.
Yeah, most of the counters go up by 1.
And Erod, make sure you have 3 level 2 spell slots now.
Yes. I just need to figure out which one to add. But it's going to be awesome, whatever it is.
Alright, so Archon, that's pretty much average. 25. At least get his hit points. He can decide on skills and stuff later. And you guys are at 27-29, right? Yep. Cool. Alright, good job, guys. Alright, so you're all kind of reconvening back at the inn. What would you like to do? But it's around dusk.
Sure. So as far as next steps, is there anything other than going... We have this map for Wave Echo Cave, right? Or 2 Wave Echo Cave?
You do have the map. I don't
Nope.
know who has it.
Archon
Wait.
has it, and he has not told us he has it, so we have no
Oh. Okay, so the only thing I know of that we can do then is go up to the abandoned village thing. Is there anything else? Any other missions we had?
I don't
Nope.
think
idea. I
so.
think that's it.
Alright, or we could, flail around looking for the Rockseeker brothers and Wave Echo Cave, and Archon could be a jerk and not tell us. But I wouldn't mind going to check out that undead village.
I agree.
All right.
Duradin, you'll be very useful in an undead village.
Are you doing that? So that's the recommendation. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so for tomorrow when we wake up.
Okay.
So other than that, I'm ready for bed.
Same.
All right. Okay, so if everybody's ready for bed, then take I think it was 1 silver, I think, for the night. Does that sound right?
Yep.
And all right, so you all take a long rest. So replenish whatever you need to for your long rest, and you wake up at dawn. What would you like to do?
Breakfast.
All right, so you get yourself some breakfast.
I head over to Sister Graylix.
On your own, or are
Church,
you
I
waiting
guess.
for everybody?
I mean, if anyone, I'm skipping breakfast. If anyone wants to come with me.
You're skipping breakfast? Is that what you said?
Yep, skipping
Okay.
breakfast.
All right. So Rirali comes down and leaves. Does anybody see her leave? Do they want to join her?
Sure, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll follow.
All right.
If she looks like she wants company, do you look like you want company?
It's the same.
Alright, I will come along.
All right. I'm going to assume everybody's joining her. Anybody who's not, just say so. All right. So we head over. Sorry.
I'll stay at the inn,
Okay.
but I notice everyone leaving.
All right. All right. So let's put Mikashi at the inn. All right. So everybody's over at Sister Goreli's. Sildar is there as well, since it was his friend. So you enter into the shrine in the morning, and you see Sister Goreli. She's kind of standing over Gundren, and she hears the door open, and she kind of looks up. Look of a little surprise on her face. It's like, oh, good morning. I was expecting you to return yesterday afternoon, but I'm glad you're here.
And good morning. You're looking as pretty as ever.
She smiles indulgently.
I walk over to Gundren.
Okay. So you approach the body. It looks very peaceful. It looks as though she's kind of tidied him up a little bit, and just kind of replace pieces of clothing that had blood or anything on them, that were dirty, and just kind of cleaned up his skin, combed his hair, combed his beard.
Still looking dead as ever. I'm talking to the body. I look over and I crouch next to him and I'm like, well, you're still looking dead as ever. And I move his face side to side.
You hear
I'm
Ahlen
trying
whisper, please respond, Gundren.
And I have sort of a sad smile on my face as I slap his face a little bit. And I say, I told you your greed. You always told me my greed was gonna get me killed, but it looked like it only took one of us this time. You and your stupid, stupid plans. And now your brothers are missing also. You stupid dwarf. And I reach into my pocket and I take out a few gold coins and I stuff them in his pocket, in one of his pockets. And I'm like, I hope this does you good wherever you are now, friend. And I ruffle his hair a little bit because he used to hate it when I did that. And I stand up and I walk off. I don't walk out, I just leave that place.
Ahlen suddenly bursts into tears, and then he asks Sister Goreli to hold him.
Manly tears have been shed.
She puts her arms around your shoulders to console you.
Ahlen starts sucking his thumb.
She releases you. Anybody else doing anything? All right. So she kind of addresses, goes to the head of where, really just kind of stands behind the head of Gundren, on the kind of the makeshift table that he's on, and addresses the party and says that she's reached out and prayed to Tymora, and I was waiting for a sign, and I think I just got it, and I believe that Tymora will grant me. Unfortunately, I cannot get the ability to bring him back, but I can perform a ritual that will allow him to be preserved for up to 10 days. and she kind of looks for approval if that is acceptable.
Ahlen gives a thumbs up.
And she nods to you and then looks at Duradin.
Aye, that's sounds acceptable to me.
And she nods. So she's got candles and things and symbols kind of arranged around the altar area where Gundren is, and she asks you to take a step back. And as you take a step back, she kind of puts her hands on either side of Gundren's head, kind of in the temple area, and begins speaking in a language that you don't recognize. I believe Duradin would recognize it as kind of a holy kind of, not a holy language, but you're obviously it's sort of a ritual kind of thing that you would recognize, but you don't understand the words. Ahlen does kind of understand the words, and she's praying for luck for Gundren and his soul, and she's kind of wishing Tymora to guide and to to help the Gundren's family through this time. And so what she does is she casts Gentle Repose, but it's being channeled from Tymora. Gentle Repose is technically a necromancy spell, and she does not have that class of spell, but she does. She is able to channel that from Tymora, and that is what Tymora has granted. And as the spell kind of completes, and it kind of shimmer goes across Gundren's body, and it almost appears. His body appears, the skin tone appears flat, kind of like there's some sort of protection over it. And as actually, what is the so Duradin and Mikashi, both of you kind of hear a tink.
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right, you're not there. So Duradin, you're the only one that hears this. So you hear kind of a tink as if there's kind of coins have just knocked together, and you kind of notice that where Rirali had put the gold coins into the pocket of Gundren, that kind of bulge in the pocket is no longer there.
He notices, but he doesn't say a word about it. If the goddess decides to take a bribe, who's he to argue?
All right, so Sister Rirali kind of takes a step back, releases her hands from Gundren's head, and she says, "It is done. He will be preserved as he is for a 10-day.
Your goddess is most graceful, and she will ever have the gratitude of this dwarf."
And she bows gracefully in appreciation.
Praise Tymora. I donate 23 electrum, 33 silver, and 131 copper.
Okay. And what do you put that in the collection tray?
Yeah. Or whatever. Whatever the most expedient way is to spend this one.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a tray just off to the side of the altar, and And Sister Grayley watches you deposit the coins in the tray. And she smiles and nods her thanks. Tymora, may Tymora bless you for your generosity.
She already has.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at that and tilts her head and nods. Anything else the party would like to do at this point?
I've got nothing.
So Sister Grayley offers. She says, "There's a room in the back that we use for preparation. I can keep Gundren in that room, protected, while you search for his brothers."
That's most gracious of you. We appreciate it.
All right.
It is my honor. All right. So what would you guys
heading out then?
like to do?
Cool. As we're leaving, I want to be the last one who walks out, and I wait for like a solid 10 seconds after everyone walks out, and I turn to Sister Grayley, and I get probably like a foot away, and I say, "Thank you for taking care of my friend, and now I'm going to hug you. So if you're uncomfortable with me hugging you, say so now. I'm giving you 5 seconds." And I wait those 5 seconds for any sort of it to be like no. And if she says no,
no, she smiles, and she says, "I would welcome it."
And I give her like a really sort of like I did with Frida. I hug her very, very tight, and I don't swing her around like I did Frida. But I do I don't sway side to side, but I move my arms side to side so she jostles a little side to side, and then I set her back down, and I fix her ruffled clothing, and I'm like. And I nod at her, and I wink and I walk out.
So while you're kind of doing the side to side motion with your arms, she kind of lets out a ooh. She's surprised by that, by the ferocity of the hug, and she smiles in return as you leave, and she kind of blushes.
And
not quite sure knowing how to handle that. Or what to do.
That's fine. I catch up with the group.
All right. She does ask Ahlen to kind of stay back.
Well, sure.
And once everybody's left, she asks, "You have Tymora's blessings."
So it would seem. I feel different, lighter somehow. I can't say that I've communed directly with her, that she has spoken to me, but I feel her presence, and I feel blessed.
You have given yourself to her.
I have. She is my one and only deity. I don't know if you call it a deity, you just kind of worship and believe in this particular god more than others.
Yeah, that works.
Alright, yeah.
So she nods, and she smiles, and she says, "Welcome, brother. And if you have any questions, I'm here to provide any answers I can. It will be
Yes.
You will lead a lucky life if you honor her."
That would be wonderful. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity, and praise Tymora.
Praise Tymora. Thank you for your generosity as well.
Think nothing of it.
All right.
And out I leave.
All right. So everybody is where is everybody? Back at the inn?
Yeah, I guess we're getting ready to head out.
That's a question for the party.
Sounds good to me.
And where are you headed? You're headed to
What's the name of the?
Tree.
Yeah, Thunder Tree. That was it.
Thunder Tree? Okay.
Could I change the choice I made and take a feat instead?
Sure.
Sweet. Thank you.
Just because of that confusion with the multi-class. So you're not +2 strength, you're taking a feat?
Yeah, I'm considering it. I'm gonna leave my strength where it was until I've made a total decision.
Okay. Alright. So if everybody is setting out, Sildar indicates to the party that he is going to stay behind. And just make sure that he's keeping watch over Gundren while you guys take care of things at the Thunder Tree.
Of course. Thank you for all your help.
And he wishes you all the best, and wishes you, hopes you that you find one of the brothers or both while you're out there. All right.
We'll find them both, hopefully, then before it's too late.
I'll find him or die trying.
We can only.
That's the spirit.
All right. So we are back on the map. All right. So you guys are at Phandalin. It is going to be a 1, 2, probably about a 3-day trip to Thunder Tree. Are you going by foot, or are you going to how are you traveling?
I think we had trouble finding mounts the last time we looked for mounts.
Yeah, I didn't really like that little mule arrangement we had last time. So unless we happen to see some horses around, we're hoofing it. I guess one question is, do we take the high road or do we cut straight across the plains there?
You would probably
It'll take
make
longer.
better progress on the high road.
So we
at some
could
point
stop at Neverwinter.
At some point you're gonna have to obviously get off the road, but you would make better progress taking the high road.
It would take less time.
Yeah, like if you're gonna kind of go through this area here, all the way up, it would probably take you like an extra day or extra half a day.
Alright, that rules that out. Or did you say you wanted to do that, Rirali?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, yeah, the high road.
If we're heading up towards Neverwinter, then Mikashi's going to go to Barthen's and grab his sword that he left with him real quick. And take that with him.
Okay. Alrighty. So for the purposes of travel, what is your travel arrangement first? I'm assuming you're
in the
going
front with Rirali, I imagine.
Okay, so Duradin and Rirali in the front.
Maybe
Wizards in the middle.
Erod and Ahlen in the middle, and Archon and Mikashi in the back. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Okay. And who is taking first and second watch?
Ahlen will by default be first watch every time.
Yeah, and I'll take second watch.
All right. And Archon will take third watch. Okay. All right. So you guys travel. Let's see. All right. So you travel through the day, and as you get just past the crossroads, you do encounter that's not what you encounter. You actually encounter a couple of goblins. They kind of they jump out in front of you, and they look at the party, and they see the weapons on you, and then they just run away. Yeah, so it was like a non-event, almost comical. And so as you roll in, you probably make it up to just up to the high road, and you do encounter a couple of let's see, what do you encounter? You encounter a band of 3 orcs that seem to have kind of strayed from the mountains to the south. You wouldn't normally have expected them, but you kind of get the feeling that they're related to the orcs that you took care of at Wyvern Tor, but because of what happened up there, you think they may have gone south a little bit to wreak some havoc. So let me switch you over to and did I leave anybody on the map? I'm gonna assume I didn't. Of course not. So got Ahlen, Archon, Duradin, Erod. Feel free to arrange yourselves down there. Mikashi and Rirali.
It's 2 orcs?
3.
Could we make it 10?
Only 10?
Because 3 is not even, it's just going to be sad. You don't have to do that. I was just...
No, I'm not going to. Alright. So the orcs kind of jump out. You guys you had Duradin and Rirali in front. You had Erod and Ahlen kind of in the middle, and then Mikashi and Archon in the rear. Alright, so roll initiative. That's not initiative. That is.
I did find the feat I want to take, though.
Oh, cool. Which one?
Magic Initiate.
Magic Initiate. What does that do?
Gives me 2 cantrips from one of the spellcasting classes and 1 first level spell that I can cast daily.
Cool.
The cantrips, I'm assuming I can just cast as cantrips. The first level, I have to take a long rest before it recharges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Just make sure you use the casting for that class.
Yeah, what spell are you
Like
taking?
artist- spell if I get
I'm not sure yet. I'm looking at the druid list.
Okay, that's wisdom also, right?
Yep.
Alright, so you are up first.
Oh snap! Am I?
Yeah, you
Don't be
are.
burned. All right. Have the orcs noticed this?
The orcs have noticed you. They kind of... they didn't ambush, but they've kind of stepped out and they see you coming.
Okay. I am going to raise my holy symbol, shoulder my great sword, and cast a spell. I am going to cast on
DC 14. Which one? Top one?
top
Alright.
one.
DC 14. He does not make that save, so he gets a full 6 points. All
Yeah,
right.
he either takes damage or he doesn't, so he takes 6.
Oh, okay. It's not a half thing.
Nah, he either makes it or he doesn't.
Oh, okay. So he didn't. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Erod.
So, attempt to move my guy. There we go. And I'm gonna shoot at him.
Same guy?
And we'll do. Which one did he shoot at?
The top one.
I'm gonna shoot at the one on the bottom.
Okay. All right. So that takes a hit. All right. And anything else?
Nope, that is ill.
All right. Rirali.
So I'm loading up the map over on Google Chrome because I have that issue again. So can you do me a favor while the map loads on that other browser and put like some sort of status effect on the trolls so I know where they are?
Sure.
Good. Oh, sweet. Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, so... Oh man, these squares are a little hard to see. If I were squares, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's the wrong way to count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I guess I'll run up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna use 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, I'll stand... Shit, I picked myself up and I don't know where I was. I'm gonna put myself... Fuck it. We're just gonna run up to them. And I'm gonna stand there. And let's see, do I have any cool... Oh, where's my character sheet? Why did I close that? Why would I do that? Terrible life decision. I was really hoping Google Chrome would pop up faster than it did. Creature attacks me. Nope. And that's my turn. No bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was my dash.
Okay. Ahlen.
Well, I guess I'll move to about here, and Rirali is tough, so she'll be able to take it when I put a shatter right there.
Ouch. Kill. like move it back a little bit?
Yeah, I don't think I can move it back. Can I move it back without hitting you? I don't think so. Because you're right. I can't get all of them and not hit you.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Casualty of war.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah. When we get like clumped enemies like this, try not to dash right up to melee right away. But anyway, so.
Ahlen is feeling lucky.
Yeah, he'll scream an apology. He does feel very bad about this. I guess it has to be level 2. So
14.
you have good con, right?
I mean, but I have horrible rolls.
Well,
Constitution.
Ahlen's going to channel his luck to you right now. Watch this.
Alright, so DC 14. Alright, so the top one saves. The
Okay.
middle one does not, and the bottom one does not. So he takes half damage.
Yeah, the one who saves takes 5. The other take 10 thunder damage.
And the other guys take 2.
Oh, did you charge up into melee to get like reactions and stuff? Is that why you did that?
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
Alright, so this guy goes down.
And to make sure they don't run at you guys.
Yeah. So that actually was a smart move.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. So Archon is up, and he is going to... he does have the imp out, even though it's not there. He's just going to leave the imp where he is, and he's going to move 30, 4, 5, 6. Actually, he can't really stand there. He's going to stand right here next to Duradin. And he has... What does he have? Alright. He has... he is going to use... Oh, I didn't realize Hex was a level 1 thing. You know what? He is just going to use Eldritch Blast again on the top guy. And that is 19. That hits. 7. So he channels his Eldritch Blast, and it just it spirals. It kind of hits the orc in the chest, and just kind of surrounds it with the energy, and it just seems to suck all of the energy out of the orc, and the 8 goes down. Alright, and that is Archon. Orc is up. Kind of looking around, and it's just gonna swing and rage at Rirali. Does that hit?
Yes, that hits.
For 12.
Ouch.
I use because why not? I use one of my I use Riposte.
Okay.
So what do I do? Oh god, no. Why? Stupid fucking Chrome. Hate Chrome. When a creature misses, no, that's the wrong one. It's parry. God, these names. when a creature attacks me melee, you can use your reaction, expend one superior die. So I'm just gonna reduce the damage.
Okay.
So you do you while I do this.
All right. So that is the orc's turn. And it is actually, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna actually try and run after making that attack.
Oh, then I thought he was gonna say, what is the word? Can I retcon that since I haven't actually rolled anything? And use my reaction for something else.
Yeah.
I use my reaction to hit him
Okay.
as he runs away. Sorry, I just suddenly forgot how to D&D there for a second. Fuck.
That just misses. So as it tries to run away, you take a swipe at it with your longsword and just kind of slice through some of the fabric of the kind of the vest that it was wearing. Makes a gash in it, but doesn't hit the orc. All right, Mikashi.
Mikashi will knock an arrow in his longbow, and he will point it up towards the tree line, towards the top of the tree line. Waits for the tip of it to light a flame, and he will let one loose. Very casually.
Okay, for 16, that hits.
Or
All right, how do you want to describe that?
as he's running away, and Rirali is looking very disappointed, and as he starts putting distance between himself and her, she sees a little like a light kind of fall down real quick and sink into the orc's neck, and it drops as it's running.
All right. Okay. So all of the orcs have been dispatched. We are no longer in combat.
Ahlen cries to Duradin to save Rirali. Help her, help her. She's hurt.
Well, you kind of move over to Rirali and give her a good check over.
She's at solid less than half health.
You look like shit, lass. Let me fix that for you. Ten health back.
Thank you. You're mitigating what Ahlen did to me.
Maybe we should cut down on the friendly fire incidents, eh?
Ahlen mutters some excuse about how he started casting his spell before he saw that she was running up there or something. She's too fast.
All right. Anybody do anything else?
I'm just following behind again.
All right. Okay.
Ahlen gives you like the wink and like the handgun, and it's like nice shooting Tex. I guess he doesn't say that. That's not very appropriate for this world. Nice shot.
Thank you.
All right. So it is just around maybe getting well into dusk at this point. You want to continue on or break camp? Or...
Just keep going till it's bedtime for us.
Okay. So, let's move you back over. All right. So, you can probably go another couple hours. So, say you're probably around here. When it starts getting like pitch black. It's about 8:30 in the evening.
Sounds like a fine time to stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are going with, excuse me, with Ahlen, Duradin, and Archon. Do you want to change that since it's dark out for first watch?
Nah, it's fine. I'll cast light or something.
All right. All right. I think we will. I think we're gonna end the session there.